Good morning, students. Welcome to your class. Today we are going to start chapter 8, Cell, Structure and Functions. In this chapter, we are going to study about introduction, discovery of cell, organisms show variety in cell number, shape and size, cell structure and function, parts of the cell. It's day. So let's start with introduction. As we all know that there are million of different things around us in this world. Some of them are living, some of them are non-living. Living things carry out certain basic functions like respiration, digestion, excretion, reproduction, movement and growth. All these basic functions we also perform all these basic functions, so we are living. And non-livings are, for example, chair, table, fan, pillow, phone, specs. The things cannot move here and there and cannot perform these functions. They are non-living. All the animal and plants are living. All these animals look different from each other. We know that each and every plant is different, each and every animal is different from each other, and all these are, whether they are animal or plants, they are made up of microscopic units called cell. So cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. This is the definition. If I ask you define cell, then you have to say cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Next, discovery of cell. Who discovered cell? An English scientist. Who? Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke discovered the cell in 1665. In which thing he observed it? He observed it in the slices of cork. And what is cork? Cork is a part of the bark of a tree. He took very thin slices and observed them under the microscope. After observing under the microscope, he observed that there were large number of compartments, and those compartments were resembled with the structure of honeycomb. And he coined the term cell to these compartments for each box. And what does cell mean in the Latin language? It means little room. In this picture, you can see in this slide we have a picture. This picture is of cork, and you can see here are number of small boxes, and these boxes are cells. Move to next. Cell number. Living organisms are made up of one or more cells. Organisms made up of single cell are called unicellular, and we cannot see them with naked eye. We need microscope, compound microscope, to see them. For example, amoeba, paramecium, euglena, bacteria, all these organisms are made up of single cell. Next, organisms made up of many cells or number of cells are called multicellular organisms. For example, plants and animals. Next, cell shape. Now, every organism has different shape of cell, and those shapes are spherical, spindle shaped, elongated, oval shaped. Some cells may not have any definite shape. Here I have given you two pictures, so you can see in first picture it's neuron, or we can say nerve cells, and these are elongated. In second picture you can see RBCs, and these are spherical shaped. Next, cell size. As like atomic number, the cell size also varies from very small cells of bacteria to the very large cells of egg cells of the ostrich. So, cells are of different sizes. They may be 0.2 micrometer to 100 micrometer, and they can be 170 mm to 130 mm. In our body, red blood cells are of 7 micrometer. It is the smallest cell of our body, and the nerve cells of our body are about 100 centimeter in size, and these are the longest cells of our body. The smallest cell is RBCs, or we can say red blood cells, and the longest cell of our body is nerve cell, or we can say neuron. So this is your homework. You have to solve these questions. You have to write answer of these questions in your notebook. You also have to read page number 90 to 93 of your NCERT book for your better understanding.